Hello everyone, my name is Jalen Gonzalez, and tonight I'm going to react to the Avengers, Dwayne Jazz, the Avengers Endgame spoiler field review. For the people who have not watched the movie yet, please leave now, because I don't want to be hearing negative comments saying you spoiled it for me or you didn't warn me this is a spoiler. I'm warning you now in the beginning. So with that being said, I'm going to give y'all like 15 seconds to leave. Alright, y'all still here? Okay. With that being said, leave a like and subscribe. Also follow me on social media, and let's begin. Hold on, turn the volume up.
Okay, you already know what the time it is. Anyway, hello, my name is Dwayne.
My name is Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Here we have for you spoiler talk, Avengers Endgame. Now, we're supposed to do it a week.
We're supposed to do it for a week.
But I had a head, my head was hurting that day. I meant to say after the weekend, because if you ain't see it by now, then you spoiled. It's everywhere. It's in stuff that don't even make sense.
He wanted to talk about it. He's like, we can't wait a week. We gotta do it now.
So, if you guys have any extra cuts, please follow us on our social medias. Hit the like below. Don't forget to. Let's dive on into this review. Let's start off with the beginning scenes of the movie.
You know what? The beginning scenes, spoilers are starting now. Okay, so leave.
1.
Drop your like.
2.
Drop your comment.
3.
Leave.
Lego.
So, in the beginning, Hawkeye's family just dies. And the way they did it,
oh, it was so...
It's because I think they did it that way, though, because the last movie with Infinity War, everyone was like, where's Hawkeye? What's he doing? And then the beginning of this movie tells it, and it shows that he was spending time with his family.
He was on house arrest. He had a house arrest bracelet.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, in the beginning scene, he had a house arrest bracelet
I didn't even notice that.
on his leg.
This is why we need two people.
See, he had it on his leg. Go ahead.
I didn't even see that, but he was teaching his daughter how to do the bow like he does, and then he turns around and all of a sudden all of them are just dust. I was like, oh no!
Everybody didn't even know.
Everybody in the theater was like, no!
Because he told her to get something in the garage, and then all of a sudden he looked back, he looking for her, and you see the little dust.
They were supposed to have a little cookout.
Oh my God!
And they just
everything. Got hurt.
Well, now he's gonna kill people.
Yeah.
Because he ain't got nothing to lose. It wasn't like one of them stayed alive. Like all of them died.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, they had to do Hawkeye like that. His whole family gotta die. Like, good God, one of them couldn't live. The little one.
No, all of them gone.
All of them gone.
So then I think it's like a few weeks later. And then they're in space. Well, it goes, after the whole snapping.
It shows everybody.
Yeah, it snaps, and then a few weeks later, you see Nebula and Tony in the deep space, and Carol Danvers is stuck, and then Carol Danvers saves them, brings them back to Earth, and he's just mad, and we tried.
He's mad at Captain America because he's like, you said we was gonna lose together, and we weren't together. I was up there alone with Nebula. You wasn't there to get me. You didn't save me, so don't tell me nothing about no teammate stuff. I don't want to hear it.
Remember you told me there was supposed to be Iron Mans all over the world, and he said, well, that didn't work out to him. I was like, oh. It was just good.
So he kind of just felt betrayed, and he was like, you know what, I'm done. He was like, I lost, you lost, we lost, it's it.
He said,
he was like, I'm going home to my family, basically. I'm going home to my wife.
He thought he was dead. So it was like, maybe we could bring everybody back if we make him snap, or we get the Affinity Gauntlet and snap everybody back into existence. And that's when they found the signature of his snapping and find where he was
at. They found Thanos' location because Captain Marvel's like, I'm gonna go kill him. And they're like, so you just gonna go alone? She's like, yeah.
No, he's like, no, we're a team.
She's the definition of on site. Okay, and I was loving it. I'm like, yes, go ahead. I was like, go. We're not wasting no time. So I was like, why y'all do that? I'm gonna go kill him.
So they end up finding his planet, and they all go over there.
And it was just him on there.
Just him on there.
So
and you just see him.
I'm pretty sure he wiped them away too. And just chilling there, which is called the garden or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was making breakfast. He's all burnt up because when he used the gauntlet last time, he destroyed his hand and had his face burnt and everything. And they went in there and just bam, smashed in there, started beating him up, holding him, tying him down, slashed his arm off. And it was a lot.
And they where are the stones? He's like, well, I used the stones to destroy the stones.
Which was their idea to get them back.
And then snap everybody back. So but the stones are gone. And now they're just like, well, and then that's when Thor just swiftly cuts Thanos' head, and it was like I aimed for the head, and they were just like, viewers
so
like,
technically, Thor killed Thanos.
Yeah, he cut his head off. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he just did it.
Then after that, like 5 years later, after they're done with that, then it's like, how do we live from now?
Yeah.
You know, because we don't have the stones no more. And
we don't have the people, and so Captain America had a little support group.
Just, like kind of barren a little bit.
Yeah, it was dark. It
was just dark, and that's where they introduced the gay character too. So I was like, oh, I thought they were gonna make him more of like I don't know. I thought it was gonna be more of a more important character, but it was kind of just like a support group character.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's okay. Inclusion matters.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's cool though.
Yeah. So. Then 5 years later, like you said, and then you have Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, finally a rat. He was like
finally got out of the quantum verse.
Quantum realm.
Quantum realm, yeah.
Quantum verse, whatever. Quantum place.
Yeah. Finally came out and he missed everything that happened within those 5 years. He's like, what is going on? He's like, where are the people at? What happened? And he tried to ask the kid, and the kid looked at him like, are you stupid? Like, you know what happened.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone.
But he's been gone for 5 years, but what 5 years to him was only like 5 hours in the quantum area.
It's a few hours.
So he ended up finding his daughter. She's grown up, 5 years older. He's like,
she's a full adult now instead of a teenager.
Yeah, so he's
a lot has changed.
And then he ends up going to the Avengers, the Avengers place, headquarters, and he was like, listen, I think time travel is possible through the quantum realm, and we can navigate. So they go to Tony, because he knows like quantum physics. He figures out.
To find out Tony has a daughter.
Now he has a daughter. It's 5 years later, he has a daughter.
He's kind of like, I'm not messing with none of this. He said, I wasn't on board before, after we lost, and now especially, because I have a daughter now, so I'm not.
But it still was eating at him, and he ended up figuring out to navigate through time travel.
He's a hero at heart. He knows it. He's like, I figured it out. And then he came back and was like, you know what, let's do it. Let's go ahead, and gave Captain America his shield back and everything, and then they're basically a team again.
Yeah. So now, and then Black Widow had to go get Hawkeye, which is Ronin, because now he's just going around killing people. So they're trying to.
He got nothing to lose.
Yeah, they're trying to get everybody. Yeah.
I'm not saying go do that.
No, he do that. He's like, you're bad people, and so he had his own little thing.
Ain't no leaving you alive like Batman does.
Nah, he was murking people. So then they're like, they're getting everybody together again, because they, so you have Bruce Banner, and
Bruce Banner is together.
So he's like the body of the Hulk with the brain of Bruce Banner.
And personality of him.
Which is really
and
funny.
It's very weird.
Yeah. You come to find out later on, Thor is fat now.
Yeah, Thor's fat because of all the regret.
Yeah, he just drinks beer and plays Fortnite now.
He feels like he failed everyone, so now he's just in the home with his buddies.
With New Asgard, and it's like a little short town or whatever.
Yeah.
So, they did that thing, and now they was able to do a couple of test runs and stuff like that.
To make sure that the time travel was going to work, because they don't want it to be a disaster.
Exactly.
And somebody dies. So,
and you have the little fun scenes where, Captain America fights himself, and America's ass, boy.
Man, let me tell you, that man got cakes. Okay, and he knows it. He knows he does.
That's right there.
That is a butt.
Yeah.
Okay, it was nice and tight, and it was like he was like all laying on the ground, and you just saw a perkiness. I was like, yeah.
So it took us back. It took us back to the first Avengers in 2012.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, because they're trying to go back and get the stones. So they, a couple mishaps happened, and then
One big mishap happened, which was in order to get the Soul Stone, they had to sacrifice something that they love, and it was Hawkeye and Black Widow that went there. Now, when this happened, they both wanted to sacrifice themselves. Like Black Widow wanted to sacrifice herself. Hawkeye said, "No, it should be me."
I have nothing to look for.
They go ahead and fight it out, basically, to who's gonna jump over the ledge and kill themselves.
Yes.
And it was a fight because he was gonna go and she said no, and she was like taking him back, and then she was gonna go, and then in the end she's the one that died, which hurt me in my soul so much because I don't really know Hawkeye's character like that. I don't know his whole background, but I know Black Widow's, and I felt a little hurt.
I'm like, how y'all just gonna give her a movie and then kill her? I'm like, damn.
So now I don't know where they're gonna go
with it. We'll talk about that at the end,
though.
Right?
Because
it's supposed to be her
background. I know, because it has to be a prequel because she's dead now.
But
so that's why I'm like so.
Sometimes characters don't stay dead because we'll talk about at the end because there's a lot of questions that we want to answer. Answered. But anyway, so they basically Loki escapes. At one point in time, of course he
always does. So I expect that.
Yeah. So Tony and they were like, Ant-Man's like, we only got pin particles. We only got enough for one trip back. And he's like, wait, we could go back in time and go and get some more pin particles so we could travel back in time a few more times and get the stone. And so Tony and Cap go back in time, and Captain meet, sees Carter, and this is Carter. He went, his love, he was carrying her picture around, her locket, and then Tony meets his father Howard. And,
that was sad
too. Oh man.
Because he was just he didn't really have that much time with his dad, and so spending the time with his dad, just talking to him, he's just like, wow.
Yeah, that was the day he was being born or being close to being born.
And then he was the father said he'll do anything for his son and everything, and he was just like, I was like, oh, that's.
And he said he had a daughter, and he called it, it was like, wow. So so they end up getting the stones and all that. But what happened on Midgard? I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the planet's called. So basically, Nebula and War Machine were trying to get the next stone.
Yeah.
And they knocked out Quill and took the stone, but somehow her consciousness was still with the old Nebula in the past because this was 2014.
And because Thanos was torturing her and scanning her memories and everything, they figured out that there was two separate consciousness and everything. Yeah. One from the future and one from
the past.
Their present, which is the past. And so he was like, you're going to disguise yourself as her, basically infiltrate what they're doing to get to the future so that he wouldn't lose and so that he wouldn't die and everything like that. So Thanos is now back because of Nebula, the past Nebula. So I was like, Dad, come on in. You just don't stay dead. You just don't stay dead. I swear to goodness.
So basically, the future Nebula gets captured and Task Nebula infiltrates and takes them, leads them to the future from 2014. Yeah. And now Thanos has a whole army and they have to fight. Bruce Banner ends up taking the Infinity Gauntlet and snapping everybody back into existence. And now it's just this huge fight at the Avengers headquarters.
And he was trying to snap back Black Widow, but she didn't come back.
She couldn't.
She didn't come
back. I'm
back.
still interested in that, and so they have this.
I'm trying to figure out how that happened because he said that he tried, but she just couldn't come back.
So you got Hulk's arm messed up, but then you have this big battle between, we got Black Panther coming back, you got Iron Man seeing Spider-Man, Peter Parker together.
Before that, it was Captain America. Captain America started wielding Thor's hammer. Thor was getting beat up by Thanos, and then.
That's because we totally forgot that Thor went back. You're right. Because that's why Thor and Rocky Raccoon went to Thor's Asgard before it was blown up, and he talked to his mom and all that stuff, and he's also get his old hammer and he got Stormbreaker. He got Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and then Cap was able to wield.
He started levitating. He started swinging it. I was like, go ahead.
Yeah, man, it was slow.
And then Thor was like, I knew it because back in the old movies, I forgot which one
it was like Age of Ultron. They were trying to pick up his hammer.
Was trying to pick up the hammer. You can't do it. Then Captain America moved it slightly, and then that's when he was like, uh-oh.
I was like, ooh, remember that?
Yeah, he was like, I knew that he could do it because he moved it a little bit.
So that was so.
That was so cool. Everybody was screaming.
It was like, yo.
We had a good audience.
We had a good audience.
We had true Marvel fans when we saw it.
Yeah, that stuff was.
The way we felt they did too. I was like, oh.
So he fighting Thanos, and he just and it's just so good.
Then it got to a point where Thanos was breaking down Captain America's shield. You thought that he was gonna die. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no.
It was getting so real.
Chris Evans was like, this is his last time playing as that. I was like, oh no, he gonna die right now. He's going to die. He got back up. Here comes Doctor Strange with his whole thing right there. And then bringing everybody. You just see Black Panther and his little sister and his warrior. I forgot her name. Y'all know who I mean. But she kept walking in and everybody else came in. But even before that, it was Sam that was calling him and was like, hey, Cap. Cap. And then he was like, where am I hearing that from?
All you see is Falcon.
You just see him fly.
Come on.
Then there goes Winter Soldier. Everybody that has died disappeared.
Hold on, you guys. Let me rewind a little bit because I had to help I had to do something real quick. Let me rewind it real quick a little bit.
Felt they did too. I was like, oh.
So he fighting Thanos, and it's just so good.
Then it got to a point where Thanos was breaking down Captain America's shield. You thought that he was gonna die. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no.
Ooh, it was getting so real.
Chris Evans was like, this is his last time playing as that. I was like, oh no, he gonna die right now. He's going to die.
Yeah,
but
boy.
then no.
He got
Here
back
comes
up.
Doctor Strange with his
Yeah.
own thing right there. And they're bringing
magic.
everybody. You just see Black Panther and his little sister and his warrior. I forgot her name. Y'all know who I mean. But she kept walking in and everybody else came in. Yes. But even before that, it was Sam that was calling him and was like, hey, Cap. Cap. And then he was like, where am I hearing that from?
All you see is Falcon.
You just see him flying.
Come on.
Then there goes Winter Soldier. Everybody that has died and disappeared came back. And then he was like, Avengers.
Assemble. Woo!
And then they went ahead and went at it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And everybody screamed when we saw Spider-Man, you know.
Yes, and they got that embracing hug.
Because like Spider-Man saved like Iron Man from getting hit by one of them, and then he was just like, hey, and you know, because he's still a teenager.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Doctor Strange was like, it's been 5 years.
Doctor Strange like, it's been 5 years, we gotta go. and Iron Man was just sitting there just like not listening because he was just so happy to see him, because that's like his son.
Yeah, then you see Miss Potts come out there with her rescue, with the rescue suit. Woo!
She got her rescue suit. I was like, there go your wife. I was like, there she goes.
There was couple goals. They was in there.
Back to back. I was like, yes.
Oh man. Oh,
yes.
Yo, it was
and then Star-Lord saw Gamora, because remember Gamora died because they sacrificed her for the Soul Stone, and they got to pass her back. And so when Star-Lord saw her, he's thinking that this is the present her, and it's not. It's the past one.
She
doesn't remember the love that she had for him. So she's like, get off.
And hits him in his nuts. It was like, what? And then she's like,
the nebula.
It was like this between him and the tree.
Yeah, Gamora asked Nebula, she was like, I really chose this one. And then she was like, it was either him or the tree.
Right.
And he's like, what?
Boy, and then you see all of a sudden, these like Thanos is like, use the little beams from his ship. And he's like, they're gonna destroy half.
Scarlet was beaten.
Wait for me, forgot.
The disrespect that he gave Scarlet, okay, because he killed Vision, if you guys remember that, and that was her husband basically. And so she was like, you took everything from me. He said, I don't even know who you are. I was like, oh! Everybody was laughing. Everybody was like, oh! Yeah, and then she was like, you're gonna find out. And then she went ahead and was trying to beat him, and she almost did. And then
she was going crazy.
Yeah, and then he said, put down the rain, and then here comes Captain Marvel.
We come down in the
Captain
ship. Captain Marvel just
came and she destroyed the ship, and then she started going after the gauntlet, and then
because it was like hot potato. Yeah, it was like hot potato with the gauntlet. Spider-Man had it. Black Panther's like, give me the gauntlet. And it's like literally hot potato that Thanos got a hold of it.
And then when Captain Marvel took it, and then Spider was like, I don't know how you gonna do this, and then she said, oh, you know, I got backup, and then it showed the women of the Marvel universe. I was happy. I don't know, maybe some people didn't like it because the way they came in was kind of like overly dramatic. I would think over dramatic. I would be like, just go in there and start swinging.
Right. Me personally, I was Spider-Man. I was like, I don't know how you gonna do it. Spider-Man should be like, go ahead, do it. And instead like, I don't know, y'all gonna do it. Like, and then so then another blast happened. And then I think Thanos got the gauntlet on his hand.
Yeah, but then Captain Marvel came and she was like, oh no, that's not gonna happen again. So she's fighting him, and then Thanos tries to punch her in the face, and she sat there like a rock.
It was like, all you heard was bing!
Yeah, but she was just looking at his face like, I'm about to destroy you.
Right.
And then that's when he took off the Power Stone.
He took that
and put it in his other hand and blasted her away. Because if he didn't, he was gonna die right then and there.
Yeah.
And then right when he got the gauntlet up, that's when Iron Man looked at Doctor Strange, because earlier he asked Doctor Strange, you said we win one time in like 14 billion or whatever like that, and then Doctor Strange was like, I can't tell you, if I tell you then it's not gonna happen. And so he looked at Doctor Strange and he was like, that one, and then that's basically the signal like, you gotta go through
it. And then the big scene, Thanos snapped it out here with a big thud,
and nothing happened.
Right. And then all of a sudden you see the nanotech, and then you see the stones go on Iron Man's head, and he just like cut the scene. It was like it's like silence. He said, I am
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Snapped
Because
it.
the first time Thanos was like, I am inevitable.
Right.
Bam. And then he said, I am Iron Man.
Boom. Then all of a sudden Thanos just sat down and just turned to dust and everything.
Thanos turned to dust and Thanos was dead.
Ooh.
But because he used it, because you know when Thanos used it, he got damaged, but he's a big dude and very powerful.
Yeah.
Iron Man is a normal human.
Mm-hmm.
So when he used it, he died.
Yeah, then you have that sad scene.
So he sat there just dying and was kind of just looking at his loved ones' faces like a war machine. And then Iron Man, they did a flip because with Iron Man, the first time when Iron Man was turning to dust, he was like, I don't feel good and stuff like that. And was trying to hug Iron Man, then he disintegrated away. And now this time it's the opposite. And Iron Man is dying, and Peter's like, we won. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
I want to cry. I want to cry.
Oh, and then Potts come.
And that's her husband. She's like, we're gonna be okay. You can rest now, because she knows that he was gonna die.
Yeah.
And she was like, you don't have to keep trying to protect us right now. Just go ahead. So he's dead.
So then
they had a funeral.
Yeah, I was sad. And then after the funeral,
Captain America goes back in time to put all the stones back where they're supposed to be before they were taken.
Because they had the whole monologue with Bruce Banner and the Sorcerer Supreme before about how you alternate timelines. Anyway. Yeah. So he goes back in time, and so they're like, all right, it's going to be 5 seconds for us, maybe however long he takes them to put the stones back. Bruce Banner presses it, and they like, nothing. He's like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blah, blah, blah. Nothing's happening. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? And then all of a sudden, it's Falcon and, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
They see
an old man
sitting
there.
there.
And that's Captain America. Because when he went back in time, he decided to stay back in time and use that time to build a life without the superhero-ness.
Miss Carter.
And to be with his love, his true love and everything. And so they were like, how'd you enjoy your life? He's like, it's beautiful. And they said, well, there's not going to be any more Captain America. And then he gave that shield right over to Sam. He said, it's yours. And he was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. You're gonna be the new Captain America.
Yeah.
So take it.
Basically. Gave it to Sam. And so, they're having their own little series happening in Disney Plus.
Yep. But they're forcing us to get it, because if we want to watch it, we have to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Right.
It's gonna away from Netflix.
Yeah. Now they're gonna have Loki's own show.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget about Valkyrie. Because
Valkyrie's gonna be the new leader of the new Asgard.
Yep.
Because Thor was like, I'm pretty much done with this stuff.
Yep, and
not being the person I feel like I'm supposed to be versus who I really am. He's like, this is not really me.
Yep, and then he ends up going with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they don't have
They're
more.
fighting for power over who's the leader.
That was a nice scene.
And that was funny too.
That was a nice scene. And then you see him searching for Gamora. You see Quill, her searching for Gamora because she's like gone.
And I think that's what the third
movie, the volume 3
because there's going to be a volume 3 coming out, and I feel like that's going to center around them trying to look for Gamora and get her back on the team, because she has no memories of them, being with them. And I'm kind of confused as to what they're going to do with the Spider-Man movie, and I'm confused with what they're going to do with Black Panther, because Black Panther has a sequel as well.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's going to go.
Because July is the new Spider-Man movie about to come out.
Exactly.
So how is the world going to be now that everyone, because they had an end scene where, he's at school, he sees his friend, he's happy, and
everybody came back.
Wakanda's cool, everything is fine with Wakanda. Everything's straight.
But nothing. But see, that's why I was confused about Black Panther, because nothing really significant happened with T'Challa and his people, other than them coming back. So you really don't know what the next one is going to be.
You don't know. There's a lot of questions about what's going to happen.
For Guardians, you do, because they kind of left some room to be like, okay, they might be looking for Gamora because he was searching and couldn't find her. But for T'Challa, it's like you just hear.
Yeah, what's going on with him?
I don't know what's happening.
What's going on with Peter?
Yeah,
you kind of get
what's going on with him.
And that whole situation. So
we know that it's not going to be anymore.
You kind of get a room for Sam, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
They're going to have their show.
Yeah, because he's basically taking up the mantle of Captain America.
I think that Hulk is going to be done because his arm is all damaged.
It's a lot of questions.
So I think that he's done.
And is Black Widow?
Captain America's done.
Yeah.
Black Widow's dead. Vision is dead.
Iron Man's
dead. So it's like,
where are
we at now?
Yeah, I'm like, also like, what would happen if they returned the Power Stone? Do Black Widow come back? There's a lot of questions.
The Soul Stone. That's
I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah, Soul Stone. I said Soul Stone. I apologize.
What I was confused about too was that if they knew the first time that the Soul Stone was you have to sacrifice something that you love, why didn't they come with something else? Why did they come with just them? Because you know that one of us gonna die. Like come with like some food or something. Like come with like a cupcake.
I don't think that's how it works.
No. Come with like a cupcake. It comes with like some pizza. Like which one you love the most? And get rid of whichever one.
I don't think that's how it works.
And then get the stone. That's what I'm thinking. They didn't say what. They didn't say what specifically. They didn't say you had to sacrifice a person. They said sacrifice what you love most. So I'll be like, cupcakes and chicken. Which one? Let me put chicken down there.
Give it to me.
Give me the stone.
So that's it. I think we got everything. Nebula. Oh, another thing. Nebula ended up killing her past self.
Yeah.
That too.
But
I don't know how that's gonna affect everything.
She's now with the Guardians, like just
she's with the Guardians as well. So it's like
great movie.
Great movie. I like how it tied up with 11 years.
Yeah.
Of story.
12 years of stories and like 22 movies. I think 22, 23 movies or something. That's like half our life.
All right. Really. So.
You know, we really enjoyed this.
This was great. I'm glad. What a time to be alive.
I know.
To experience a long story over years, just pieces and chapters put together to make such a beautiful ending.
Yes, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It was a sad ending.
It was a sad ending because you love Tony Stark, you love Iron Man.
Widow.
You love Black Widow. You love Captain America.
Yeah.
You love all these characters that they've been building up for you for years. You love.
But they all got contracts that end, and they all got.
They feel like they all got done with it.
Like roles that they want to play.
So it's a beautiful send off.
But I'm sorry, Robert Downey Jr. I will always see you as Iron Man.
You always be Iron Man.
Go into.
You always be.
You will always be Iron Man. I don't care. Captain America, that goes the same for you. At first, I knew you as the dude in Fantastic Four.
Human Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch. You knew as Human Torch. Now you're known as Captain America. It's done. It's been changed.
Yeah. But now let's talk about the future, because now that Disney has bought Fox. They got basically all the characters back in Marvel now.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's just
I don't know if they're gonna have a crossover.
It's a lot. It's gonna be a lot. They got the internal.
I know we're not gonna see Wolverine anymore because I know Hugh Jackman said he's gonna be done with that, so we're not gonna see him.
So I don't know.
We're gonna see Deadpool come in the Avengers, swinging in and breaking a fourth wall.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna keep it separate or not. It's a lot of questions with Disney. Disney got the real life Infinity Gauntlet. Soon it's gonna have DC Comics in that joint too.
I don't think that's ever happening.
You never know. You never know.
Wipe it out.
You never know. You might see that thing and all of a sudden DC Universe is in Disney.
And you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, I see exactly why they had Black Widow all across this. This popcorn bucket.
This is we get souvenirs now. So we was like, oh wow.
So now we know why she's on here. It's because she's dead.
Yeah. I'm excited for her prequel. I'm excited for Spider-Man.
I'm excited for a lot of things.
Next movie. I'm excited for Black
Widow. I was excited to talk about this. Because I really wanted to wait a week. I really did.
But we couldn't.
But because Dwayne was like, we gotta do it now. And I was like, I thought you said a week. He said now.
So you had a few days.
I'm sorry. We waited until we did
a non-spoiler review too. So hey.
Yeah. Hey.
So anyway, comment below, guys. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share.
Honestly, I'm glad to let them know because I'm fixing to watch the movie Friday. So I'll just be eating popcorn and enjoying it to see for myself. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also follow me on social media. And if you haven't seen the movie and you watch this, well, it's on you, because I told y'all at the beginning, don't watch unless you watch the movie already. Peace.